Welcome to another bonus episode of Two Ghosts Review. I am your co-ghost, Anthony.
And I'm your co-ghost, Caylee. And I'm the captain now. Today, I'm going to be giving my thoughts and subjecting you to insanity, reviewing Wuthering Heights. In,
Oh boy.
in quotations is the important part here, right? The
Okay,
name has quotations around it.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Wow. So, I just want to start by saying, you usually do like pros and cons and then your overall thoughts.
Yep.
I don't really have pros and cons. I have pros and like confusions.
Okay, well they could be cons if they're
There,
like,
yeah,
like it doesn't make sense, kind of, but
pros and that was an interesting choice. Oh, things like that.
okay.
Um, so not everything that I'm gonna pick on is a con because I have a lot in that. It's a con is my abbreviation on it, but it's not
Uh,
bad. It's like some of them are. I'm confused.
confused. I like it.
Confused. Okay. So I didn't read the book before watching the movie because I knew that everyone was like about to burn down a city that had read the book and liked the book. And I just want to say that if you read the book and you liked the book, there you need to seek assistance immediately. Psychiatric help. That's not a romance. Like, and also to add that this is big for like Twilight.
Yeah. Oh, it
There's
was clear. You made me watch the movie.
yeah.
It was clear that it was this inspired Twilight.
It's interesting though because this is 45 minutes into this movie. If you watch it with the director commentary,
Hmm.
she's like, and this is where it completely departs from the book.
Yeah.
So, um, Wuthering Heights was like Bella was like, Edward is like Heathcliff. You don't want that. Um, if I had known, like, as you get older with Twilight,
Hmm.
you watch it and you're like, oh
It's troubling. Yeah.
no, yeah, poor teenage girl. Do not idolize that. That's frightening. That makes Twilight like even more toxic. Um, but it is interesting how, yeah, this is very different from the book
Hmm.
Wuthering Heights, which inspired Twilight. Part of the things that inspired Twilight, but this movie that is a pretty big departure from the book Wuthering Heights had influence from Twilight in it.
Hmm.
And I don't know if it was intentional, but like it was. I've seen it with a couple people now. This movie, and everyone was like, "Oh, like
So
there's
what
a
you're
couple
so what you're
things
saying is the book inspired Twilight, and then the Twilight movies or books
seem to have
kind of
heavily influenced this."
influenced the movie of
Yes,
Wuthering. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
it's interesting how they're I don't know, kind of
Interest. Yeah.
consuming each other a little bit.
Yeah.
How this is altered by an adaptation.
Mm.
It's weird. Anyway, holy cow.
Now, My Chemical Romance is going to be inspired by Wuthering Heights,
That would be good.
the movie.
Um, I am gonna start with my cons. You normally start with your pros. I
Yeah.
have a lot of cons.
Okay. Let's
So I'm
let's
gonna
do
start with
it.
my cons. In this movie, I thought it was interesting this day and time where we want to race swap, gender swap everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the books, there's one book. Heathcliff is like presumably mixed, I believe. He's not white.
In the book.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's not.
Yeah.
And that's like it's like a class thing. He's treated different because of it. Like it's a racist
Yeah.
thing. That's like
Yeah.
another element. Like he's poor and colored.
That's
Um
really weird. Yeah.
and it's interesting that they swapped Linton, Edgar.
Mm.
He is
Mhm.
not white. Like, it doesn't play as heavy of any part of the story really, but it was just interesting that they like swapped other people out because
What
people
was Linton in the
complained
movie?
in the movie.
Yeah,
Now you're gonna make me a racist. I don't know. I'm not going to assume. I don't know. He had.
because I don't know.
I'll
I
talk
don't really know.
here on Linton. Linton was a poor choice for playing that character. I thought about Uncle Monty from Series of Unfortunate Events the whole time, and I'm not rooting for Uncle Monty from Series of Unfortunate Events. Like, he just
Yeah.
didn't have any kind of factor that made you think, yeah, she should be with him
Oh no, no.
at all.
I mean, what I got from it, yeah, it's like she just she was never interested in him at all,
No.
really, and like I don't know. I don't know. It felt very bland. There, like
Yeah.
from his side too. Like,
Yeah, there was just
yeah,
nothing there.
yeah.
Um, so there's a couple things that they changed that are to like consolidate time. So
Mm,
in the book, let me just maybe get all my thoughts here out about the book
okay,
because they're
yeah.
so
I've
different.
been waiting to hear your thoughts on the
Yeah,
book. You've been holding them back on
I've
me,
been
so
trying to. Yes, so this story is told from the perspective of Nellie and this guy who like moves into the area and is like renting from them.
mm,
And like so neither Catherine or Heathcliff are the main character like telling the story.
right, okay,
Um and it's all happening kind of in the past. Like, it's telling a story from,
yeah.
like,
They're
when it
telling the
happened.
story, yeah.
So, they grew up together, yes, but Nellie was always a grown-up. She was not
Okay,
her, like, you know, I don't know, lady, a partner that helped her be a proper lady and it
yeah,
didn't work, like, that wasn't a thing. Um, she was, like, basically she, like, ran their house. She,
mm,
like, kept everything organized, like, kinda maybe more like a nanny, so that's weird. They also combine, later on, everyone's kids. So all these characters grow up and have kids,
mm.
all the kids into Kathy, Heathcliff, and Nellie. So Kathy
What?
dies giving birth to her daughter that
Okay,
Edgar names Kathy, and, like, the scene where
okay,
she's teaching Heathcliff how to read,
yeah,
that's her kid teaches her cousin how to read, like, way in the future. So they, like,
okay,
smashed all the kids into one, and, like, the other cousin is, like, jealous and stuff, like,
yeah.
and so they made Nellie jealous. It's just weird, right?
This seems like a very long story for like the book.
Oh, it is.
Like,
Dude, Catherine is dead for, like, 80%.
jeez.
Like,
Okay, all
they're
right,
barely even together. It's not worth it. The whole book, yeah, he likes her, and she marries Edgar, and he runs away, and then comes back, marries Isabella, treats her terrible.
uh,
She has a son, who's the cousin, and, Isabella dies, so then he gets the cousin,
yeah,
and he makes his son marry Catherine's daughter so that he can have his hands in both estates
uh.
and just make everyone miserable, and his son is, like, super sick, so he dies immediately after they get married.
So Heathcliff is like infinitely worse in the
Y Oh,
book.
100%. He's terrible, and then she ends up marrying her cousin and is happy,
Okay.
and then Heathcliff dies, like,
Yeah,
hallucinating about Catherine.
that sounds terrible.
There's no like, this is an old book. There's no
Yeah.
graphic romance or, like,
Right.
any
Right.
romance, and this is the
They just
direction they went
completely
with the
changed
movie.
it.
This is a movie about, "Oh my gosh, but what if Catherine and Heathcliff, like, got together for a minute?
Or the whole movie,
What if
not
that
just a
happened
minute.
instead?"
Well, kinda.
Like,
Yeah.
there's no what are they calling it, a sneaky link? There's none of that. They're not hooking up
Uh.
in the book. That's
Okay. Yeah.
all pretend. So the director of this movie said that she made it like out of her like teenage mind of this is what I wish it was instead.
Okay.
So my con here is name it something else. Wuthering Heights with quotations is not enough. Like even like Emerald Fennell's Wuthering Heights wouldn't be good because it's not Wuthering Heights. This is literally someone's fan fiction of what
It
if this
is.
happened
Yeah.
instead. This is the definition of I'm unhappy with how the story went. I want this instead.
I don't even know how you would approach that because it's like I guess you could probably just pull like some quote from the book as the title, I guess,
Yeah,
and then name it that. But
yeah.
that's how I'd go about it.
Um, Another con here, major con. Margot Robbie is too old to play Catherine,
Yeah,
and that's sad because
I agree. I
Margot
agree.
Robbie 10 years ago, fine. And there's like 20 other ladies that look just like her now. Like they're just coming out of the woodwork. You know what I mean? There's a
Yeah,
bunch of girls that look like that that people are like, isn't that her? No. Um, yeah, it took me out of it a lot. I was like, she's old.
I just gotta say, I thought Nelly looked so old.
Well, okay, but
Like
Nellie
when
is
she grew.
supposed to be old, but they like
I
made
know,
her a
but they're supposed to
kid.
be the same age as
Yeah.
like kids, and then like they grow up and like yeah, Margot Robbie looks old, but then like Nelly's she looks like way older than her. Than
Yeah, this like Jacob Elordi guy is just like popular right now. I'm like, why didn't they put someone else in there? There's no girl right now. They could have like
yeah,
I don't know. Florence Pugh isn't that much younger. Like who else is a blonde girl? Because like
uh,
Catherine isn't even blonde.
yeah.
Like all these.
Who's that girl? I always forget her name. The girl in Scream that's kind of popular right now. That she died quick.
Oh,
Scream
McKenna
7.
Grace.
Yeah, isn't she? She was blonde in that movie. I don't know if she's actually
I
blonde,
think so. But she literally played
but
younger Margot Robbie in
okay, then there you
another.
go. Like, just do that.
I Tanya.
Yeah,
She played kid Margot Robbie in I Tanya. That would be
there.
funny.
Do that.
Um, yeah, I don't know, man. So they completely changed the major like underlying plot of this, which is in this movie, Nellie is the reason why Catherine dies
Hmm.
because she tells Nellie that oh, the baby died, like she thinks it died, and Nellie's like, "Shut up, don't talk like that."
Yeah.
And she doesn't keep pursuing it. She's like obviously throwing a fit and being just absolute garbage on top of that. But if she had gotten help, she wouldn't have gone septic and died.
Yeah.
That's why she
Yeah.
died. Because Nellie was just like, you're literally just in here being a brat and throwing a fit because you can't keep hooking up with, this guy.
Bro, she killed herself. That's
Sh
what happened.
Listen, but as a woman, I can't. I was rooting for that. Listen, there was only ever one other movie where I was like, kill your husband.
Whoa.
And in that one, it was a girl who was forced to marry her cousin.
Uh,
And they lived in the country and there was like no other choice and she like was forced to do it and then they moved to the city and found this other guy and she's like, "Oh my gosh. Like I don't want to be married to my sick, dying cousin who's like really frail." And I
uh-huh.
was like, and they do kill her husband and you know what? Then they both die anyway because then they start to hate each other. Anyway, different movie.
Okay.
I was like, I Edgar needs to just goodbye." um
Why?
It's kind of the same thing, right? This she's forced into this a little bit. I mean, they had no money.
No. No.
I
She
listen
chose this. She liked Heathcliff a lot, but she didn't pursue him.
because she wasn't supposed to do that.
It doesn't
Again,
matter.
it's different in the
She
movie than
got
it is
herself
from the
into this
book. She
situation.
did, but like you have to think about socially
Okay,
the
but what we were talking
responsibility.
about was like how this feels like it's set in another dimension because it's not, and how the whatever whoever made the movie was like, I don't care about being historically accurate
Oh yeah.
or whatever. Like,
Okay, but she needs to make a good match She needs to marry someone with money
Mm.
because they are literally crumbling into absolute ruin because of her father's bad choices, which her father and her uncle are merged into one character in this.
That's
Um,
okay. It's fair. It makes sense. But like, just in my mind, while I'm watching it, I'd be like, dude, if you love him so much and your father's so terrible, everything's falling apart anyway, run off with him. You love him, run off with him and try to make a better life somewhere
well,
else. Like, like
then there's no plot. Then there's no,
that's just what I was thinking when I was watching. But yes, go ahead,
yeah,
keep going.
yeah. But then there's no yearning, Anthony.
I yearn for you. I yearn for the
Um,
mines.
my goodness. I will also say, I am very disturbed that a woman director would end this movie the way that it ended. That was so like, my stomach hurt really bad the first time I watched this
Mm,
when I realized what happened. Because you're watching the movie, and at least for me, when I watch a movie for the first time, it feels like it's so long. Like, it's, like, 5 hours long.
this felt very long. It felt like a very long
I think
movie.
it's because it was, like, visually, it was so nice. There was
Mm,
so much to it that you were like, "I am feasting right now." The sets are great, the music is good, like, everything was great. Visually, this movie was fantastic.
it did look really good.
Um,
It looked weird, but it looked really good.
no, when I realized that Heathcliff wasn't gonna make it,
Mm,
I think it's when she's dying and she's hallucinating that he's the one there, but it's her husband. I was like,
yeah.
"I'm gonna throw up. He's not gonna make it. I can tell he's not gonna make it. There's not enough time left in the movie.
Oh
I've been
yeah.
sitting here for a really long time. It's not gonna keep going forever. This is ending right now." I felt
Yeah.
like my stomach hurt really bad. um, and I was mad because if Nellie had hurried to get there to Wuthering Heights, Heathcliff would have made it, but she just like walked.
Yeah.
On top of
She's the worst.
on top of not taking it serious and being jealous because Catherine liked Heathcliff,
Mm.
and I mean, Catherine said some terrible things like, "Nellie, no one's ever loved you. You'll never you'll never have a real friend."
Everybody in this movie, bro, except Edgar, is toxic. Okay,
Oh yeah.
like terrible.
Um, oh my goodness. Yeah. So my other note here is just that it is devastatingly beautiful, this movie. The sets, the location, just like
Mm-hmm.
the moors and stuff. It's just nice. Um,
That we're getting into your pros
some of
now.
them, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, yeah, like I thought it looked like it was like another dimension to me. I don't know what there was like a red tree and like the rocks looked weird and like kind of
Oh,
like
at Wuthering
obsidian or
Heights.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
even Wuthering Heights, like I kept mentioning, it looks like a Ministry of Magic just because of like the black like bricks or whatever
Mm.
it was. It looked like that. It was just very weird, but it looked really cool. It looked cool, but it was just
Um, so now there's just some confusing things to me.
hmm.
Things that when I watched the movie, I thought for sure this is a detail in the book because it's so crazy. The dollhouse,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Isabella's dollhouse that had a dollhouse with another dollhouse in it,
Hmm.
completely made up. I was like, that's
Great.
such a strange detail. It's got to be in the book. No, they added that. The eggs in each other's beds, like anything with the eggs. No, just making that up.
This is just from the mind of a teenage girl. Okay,
I guess. I don't know. Those 2 things really jumped out at me that was weird. Also, the skin walls,
that was weird.
I liked it.
That's weird, man.
That added to whatever that vibe was, just, like, maximalist, but, like, it's disturbing. It's like they took the disturbing content of how Heathcliff behaves in the book that they didn't put in the movie, and they just tried to disturb you with the environment a little bit.
Mm,
Like, they try to make
yeah.
you uneasy in the environment instead. It's weird. I don't know, man. The things with Isabella, too, I thought her character got a massive improvement in the movie from the book.
Yeah.
Um, the way that whoever this actress is, the way that she made her like real like nerdy kind of,
Yeah,
like
moaning Myrtle over here.
yeah, that she was just I like when she's describing Romeo and Juliet.
I liked that too.
She's like really, really into it because like that was crazy.
That yeah, yeah. I liked it just because it kind of paralleled
Well, of
the
course,
situation.
yeah.
But yeah, no, she's very that that's interesting to think about. Is that yeah? At that time, it's like oh,
It was yeah,
it's so good.
insane, but the thing
Yeah.
that gets me now that you're saying how it parallels, yes, because you know what she's talking about is when, they think or Romeo thinks she's dead
Hmm.
because he didn't get her letters.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, gosh," because
Uh,
Nellie is burning these letters.
hmm.
And I saw a post that said that, yeah, Catherine died thinking that Heathcliff didn't love her because she wasn't getting these
It's
letters.
okay. She's mentally insane anywhere.
No, stop. It doesn't matter. Um, yeah, just shocking the route that they went, honestly. My jaw dropped when I was watching the director's commentary because I
Hmm.
watched the movie for the first time and then I watched it again later with the director's commentary and then I read the book. And when she said like 45 minutes in, and this is where it takes a complete departure, I was like, ooh, it just started.
It didn't just start.
It
I
That was
mean,
when everything ramped up though.
yeah, yeah. I think that they did way better than what you're describing in the book.
The movie
But
here, hot take. They are completely different. I like the movie better than the book
mm,
because like I don't even know what the book is literally just a story about a guy being a jerk.
yeah,
There's like Catherine's in like 5 minutes of it and she's a brat, but like okay, change the record. Um I just feel like I felt more watching the movie
mm,
and I can appreciate how even though she changed the plot,
yeah,
it ended badly. Like her personal whatever desire to what if they got together? What if it was slightly different?
oh
Like,
yeah,
he still leaves and she still marries Linton and they're never going to be able to actually be together. But what if they got together for a little while? It's still like doomed. You can't
yeah,
fix it.
yeah.
Even in your like fantasy land, it still
But
ends
even that, like,
terribly.
I gotta say, like, I think the end, like, my thoughts on it are like, I think the beginning is pretty good when they're kids, and then once he like leaves,
Mhm.
everything in the middle there, I'm like, this is ridiculous, kind of thing.
This is ridiculous. You didn't
But
like her life at Bushcroft Grange?
no, it's just like him coming back and being just like now he's terrible too. Like I don't know. Like I liked him more at the beginning, but at the end, I think it like I liked it again at the end because I think that they're both terrible people. But like
Yeah.
at the end, just the way it brought things back from the beginning, kind of like how they're doomed kind of
Oh
and like
gosh, I could
and
puke.
paralleling just like flashing back to them as kids and stuff and her seeing him instead of Linton and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like I think they just nailed it with like making you feel terrible. like
Yeah.
I didn't like the characters really at that point, but I felt so bad for them, like, and that's surprising to me, I guess,
Yeah.
like that they made me feel so sad
Well, you don't
for
like
characters
these
I don't
kinds of
really care
movies
about.
anyway. You're not like, "Oh, yes, the Regency revival that's happening right now with Bridgerton is fantastic." But like
Yeah, it depends, I guess, like because I don't mind a period piece, but
but these are like
I don't know, like
not
Bridgerton
accurate.
gives me the ick.
It
So
but okay, Bridgerton is kind of in the same vein as this where
yeah,
it's like a fantasy version of this time period.
yeah. Which like I thought this was kind of weird though.
I like it
Like I
so much.
appreciate how it looks and everything, but it like I don't know it. something in me is like if it looks like another dimension, mention that it's another dimension or something. Make it sci-fi, but it was just looked really weird, but it looked really good. I don't know. Like
That
I
really
told you at the beginning, it was like there's like banners and like the blanket that had like
the Lord's Prayer on it.
yeah, but like in print that or like a font that was like you find it on Word or something. You're looking for a font on Word and boom, there's a basic one. It was like it felt like a just like a computer font like placed in way back when. It's kind of weird. Anyway, go ahead.
What were your thoughts on the food?
Gross, disgusting.
They really went hard with
With
the
the
Jello.
asparagus and the Jello. That's what stood out to me.
Asparagus in the Jello.
I mean, that's what I caught. I
Oh,
wasn't like locked in on the food.
it's crazy, man. Like the fish.
Oh yeah, that yeah, that was rough. And then that really uh that sexy bread.
Mm-mm. No, see, they did a lot of like weird sensory things. The skin wall,
Yeah,
which like he licks the wall, like, ugh. It's just the things that make you uncomfortable.
yeah.
But
I appreciate all that set design and everything. But yeah, I guess the skin wall was the one that was like it didn't bring me like to full uncomfortableness, but it got me there the most. I guess
yeah.
just because it's like
Did you see all the
uh,
hair too?
not the hair. I was more like the thing that made me more uncomfortable was like all
The
the
veins.
veins. You could see the veins in there. I was like, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, no,
Like,
she did an interview. Well, I'm sure she talked about it a million times, but that's her, like Margot Robbie's actual
yeah,
skin that they called her, and she's like, perfect. I'm pregnant right
perfect.
now. All my veins are huge. I can get you real high res
Great,
veins.
dude. She was pregnant during this.
No, not during it, but when she took the pictures
Was it before or after? Oh, it was good before. Yeah, she was
or
pregnant before.
during, I guess. Yeah, during the fact when she took the pictures and
What a
then
movie to
filmed the
do
movie
while you're
afterwards. She
pregnant.
was not pregnant while she was filming the
I know, but
movie.
like you just gave birth, and now you're gonna do a scene where you die a childbirth.
I know.
Like,
That's what I'm like. Why is this what you're gonna put on? It wasn't dying in
I
childbirth.
know, yeah, but you die because your child dies inside you, and then you die.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what
So
is happening on this TV? Why would a woman do this to other women? You know that's who's gonna be watching this
let's
movie.
make it terrible.
Let's make everyone throw up. They're crying so hard.
Yeah, bro.
Um, so when I was reading, and I should say just listening, I listened to the book.
Hmm.
There was one part that made me stop and had to Google it to make sure that I understood what I had read. At the end of the book, Heathcliff is dying, and he's like tweaking out because he's thinking that he's seeing Catherine and stuff, kind
Oh,
of. And he goes out to where she's buried, and he like digs her up, and it's been years, and he says she looked the same.
yeah.
Yeah, and
That's what
obviously she
you.
didn't,
Yeah.
but like and that he went to the grave site that her and Edgar were buried next to each other,
Hmm.
and he went and modified the side of her coffin so that when he died, whoever buried him could pop that piece off and bury him right next to her, and they could have two open sides so that they would just like rot and mix. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a terrible
That's
guy.
what he said, something about like, yeah, so when Linton tries to find her on the other side, he won't be able to tell her from me or something.
Oh.
Like really,
Okay.
it wasn't worth like saying something like that after the events of this movie. It would have fit. But like considering what we heard in the book, it's like,
Uh.
dude, like I'm not saying that that's a good thing to say, but like the way he was acting in the movie, maybe you could have put that in there. I don't know.
I think it would have fit because it escalates. throughout the
He was like,
movie.
I will kill him right
Yeah,
now.
I can't speak to the book really, but like, yeah, I think it would track.
Yeah.
He gets worse.
I think they could have taken it further. They could have if they hadn't have killed Herb and the baby. Basically, I think that they could have done a second part, and
Yeah.
I would not have been opposed to seeing him just fully go off the
How
rails.
about 5 parts? And
No,
the last part is split into two.
no, I've seen that. Um, yeah, I want to eat the aesthetics of this movie for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I wish real life looked like that.
Yeah, what it looks like Alice in Wonderland in some kind of way, not specifically pulling
It
from
looks like
anything.
Alice in Wonderland plus, um, like Sleepy Hollow,
Yeah, yeah,
and I really like it. That's what I saw the trailers for this, and I was like, well, "What is that? I want it.
yeah.
I want it.
I want it.
I need that."
I want that.
I don't care about the plot really. I'm just like, the aesthetic of that. I want it, and it's good.
It is good. It is good.
Um,
Got a lot of great shots in it too, just like wide shots of like
mhm. And they shot it on film.
hell yeah,
Yeah. I know, right?
yeah,
Like an air high five.
do it,
Yes.
yes.
More things on film. And
It
I
just gives it
also
more of that like character when you
yeah.
do it on film. Like it's just a little grainy. It's
Yeah,
like
imagine
it's
if it was
nice.
completely clear. That would have taken away from
It takes away, yeah.
the
Doing digital film, like filming things digitally, like it's just too clean. Too clean. Doesn't
mm,
have the character that you get from a film. But yeah,
you made a lot of comments about the Charlie XCX. You didn't like that?
no, I didn't really like that.
I did.
But I mean, it plays to the whole thing. I again, like I'm just saying, like I prefer a more period. It like if it's not a sci-fi and it's just trying to be a period piece, I'd prefer it to be historically accurate.
Okay,
But
in Bridgerton they just do instrument covers of popular songs.
that's weird.
Like there'll be Taylor Swift or like Ariana Grande in there, but it's all instruments. And it's a song that like just came out. It's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool, but like I don't know. That's weird. That's something that I feel like yes, uh, it's like another dimension. And yes, you mentioned that Taylor Swift just came out with this song, but she's not modern. You know,
I
like,
know.
like she's still around, but she's just everything's dated back. You know, like
I'm trying to think of your other comments that you made while we were watching it because I had to encourage you to speak during the
I
movie.
just made fun of a lot of stuff.
You called young Catherine Hermione.
Yeah, she was giving Hermione vibes, just being a little bossy. You know, teaching because she's so smart and everything.
Oh no. What other thoughts do you have? Or is that all you have on this?
Hmm. Hmm. No, I'll just say, I mean, yeah, like again, touching back on the shots, like that I really liked. I thought like some of them were just like really beautiful shots, just of um like her riding the horse and him riding the horse. Like I thought those were like really nice. They looked really good. Like they were like wide
Yeah.
shots and they looked really good. I also like you kind of mentioned it too when it came up, but like when the dad died, they had that shot with like all the bottles and everything.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it's again like set wise, it looks like outlandish and like
Yeah, there's
weird.
no way his that he was drinking and like all
Yeah,
those bottles were there and they were up against the wall just like that, but it's like
it
such a
looked cool.
dramatic version of what it would be to drink yourself to death.
Yeah, yeah, and it like plays to that. Like it's just like yeah, it's not. He didn't do that really,
Yeah.
but like yeah, it tells you like this is what happened by showing
Mhm.
you. I like that. I like it. It don't tell me, show me. kind of thing.
And when she goes back and the way that the building is literally cracking open, like it's not being taken care of, so it's
Yeah,
literally breaking down.
yeah,
And it's been 3 years and the whole place is like disintegrating. We get it wouldn't happen like that.
yeah. It felt like an insane, awesome art project, kind of like even like the it's kind of weird, but like what they were like killing the pigs or something, and she like walks out and like it's just like an insane amount of blood
Yeah.
everywhere, but like it looked cool. The shot like of her
Yeah.
coming out and she got like blood on the bottom of her dress, and but like
They're killing the pig in the snow.
it was like kind of
Not in the snow, but
like veining out a little bit on
mhm.
the ends and stuff. Like just yeah, yeah, just really cool shots. Really cool shots.
I've tried to Google it so many times that it's embarrassing. I need someone to tell me what is the word for the way that this movie looks?
Uh-huh.
Because there has to be a word. Because I need to Google that word and watch every movie that looks like that, regardless of plot. Like, I really want
uh,
it.
well, I'm gonna have to search around a bit, figure that out. I don't know what to call it.
I don't know either.
The closest thing is Tim Burton to
I
me.
know, but like
That's the closest thing that you could
there's
get
other
to it.
things that are kind of like it that aren't though.
Yeah, yeah,
I want a collection of it, please. So yeah, I guess my overall thoughts are it should not have been called Wuthering Heights. It should have been given a name relating to Wuthering Heights, but you can't call that the same story, especially if it's just the one
mm,
movie. If they had elaborated and, not killed the baby and moved on with another part, showing Heathcliff just destroying everyone's lives after the
I
fact,
guess that would have been
it could
okay.
have been
Yeah,
better. And that would have helped it come back more to the story, and maybe people would have been less mad. Because it
yeah,
really, to me, the fact that they did get together for a short amount of time gives him more of a motive
mm,
rather than
mm.
doing all of that just because she married this other guy.
Because yeah, he was mad at the end with like Linton
Oh,
and
yeah.
all that. So yeah, I could see him going further in a sequel with the kids if there were kids to
Yeah.
use. But yeah, like I overall like thought that the it was good as a standalone story, like
Yeah.
just as one and done kind of thing. But I could see where it would go
Yeah.
and be more faithful to the book.
Yeah, if they had
Yeah,
just let little Catherine be born,
yeah,
then, it could have gone on, but yeah, I enjoyed it, and I guess my main thought is it needed a different name
fair enough.
and to be made 10 years ago if you wanted Margot Robbie to be in it.
Cast somebody else.
Well, just cast somebody else, it's okay.
Oh,
She did good, but you're shooting on film, and you have a lot of you didn't get any injections, so
all right.
you just look a little bit older than everybody else for some reason.
Not as old as Nelly.
Well, Natalie.
Uh, Nelly,
Oh,
Nelly.
yeah, I don't know. Strange, but yeah, good movie. We'll watch again.
I think I'm good with the one watch.
Oh, you'll just find me weeping violently and be like, "You watched it, didn't you?"
Yeah, you cried a lot, and you
Well,
already had seen it.
I know, but it's really upsetting. Why
It
would
was
you?
very sad.
Why would you do that? That was a choice.
Yeah,
Okay, so we actually did get one comment about this.
yeah.
Okay. I asked for opinions, and it is a long comment. I don't know how to
That's nice.
pronounce this, so I'm just gonna do my best. C Keef 20, hopefully that's right. Said I really wanted to like this movie, but I just didn't. Here's a post I made last night with my full thoughts.
Oh man.
Yeah. So It says, okay, so here are my thoughts on Wuthering Heights after taking extensive notes. This will be a multi-thread review.
Oh boy.
Gorgeously shot by Linus Sandgren. Excellent costume and production design, all around strong performances. The musical score by Anthony Willis, as well as the songs from Charlie XCX, were fine, but altogether forgettable. Don't agree. I'm just gonna jump in where I can here because there's a lot of points.
Okay.
You can also interrupt.
Well, I'd say so far I agree, except for the music.
Yeah,
So
same.
yeah.
Okay. Despite the firm grasp on storytelling grammar, it feels like Emerald Fennell tries too hard to make us feel things with her stylistic choices.
Yeah. She definitely made me feel things at the end, but I could see how she's like trying hard in the middle area because like the uncomfortableness stuff, it
Mm-hmm.
didn't hit me
Oh,
as
I
much as it
got
hit
it.
you.
Yeah.
So like it felt like try hard to me because it didn't affect me. But yeah.
As a toxic love story, it doesn't quite work because I don't feel the chemistry between the leads, nor do I know either of them well enough to care about them as individuals. Which is crazy. That's a crazy
That
sentence.
is, I mean, there's chemistry. It's messed up chemistry, but there's chemistry. Like
There's more chemistry between those two characters than any other characters in the movie.
I don't know the two servants with
No,
the horse gear.
that's not what I'm talking. I'm not talking about sexual activities. I'm talking about people performing off of
I
each
know.
other.
I was making a joke.
Well, I'm taking this seriously, okay? Um, okay, the characters are pretty underdeveloped throughout, as are their relationships. I mean, I feel like
Mm.
we got to follow three characters from childhood to adulthood and understand their motives through that.
Yeah, I think it's enough developed.
It's as developed as it
Yeah.
can be for the runtime of the movie, considering all the plot changes you're making from the book.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like expediting childhood and morphing half the story into that.
Mm.
So I don't know. I thought it was fine. Nosferatu felt more like it landed emotionally with regard to its portrayal of power dynamics in relationships. This is because I knew its characters well enough to really feel the weight of what Robert Eggers sought to convey. I have not seen Nosferatu, and I really kind of don't want
Fair enough.
to. Nosferatu gives me the ick.
He's the
With
most handsome boy around.
No, Nosferatu gives me the ick with no context other than having seen what Nosferatu looks like and what everybody has seen of like Lily Rose Depp melting down. Doesn't look like my jam.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, Nosferatu from SpongeBob,
SpongeBob.
fine.
Yeah.
Because of course that's the only place that's from. Having not read the novel, in parentheses, I should, I feel there wasn't enough exploration of class and power, which could have strengthened the narrative pacing and would
Mm-hmm.
have justified the 136-minute runtime. I feel like they could have leaned more into class systems,
Yeah.
especially the difference between the two estates,
I agree that that's a bit of a miss.
because her family should be much more well off than they are. They're just slipping into like out of any kind of societal norms because they're broke.
Yeah. But that's, I don't know. It kind of fits with the vibe of the movie just because everything is handled so loosely. Really, really
Mm.
starting with just the visuals, that kind of bleeds into like that class power thing too. It's just like it both things feel just like loose. Like this is a vague setting,
I don't know.
basically.
Maybe I'm used to that from Bridgerton.
Yeah, I don't know.
Removing any sort of element around racial tension and how it pertains to class was another error to my mind. I agree, especially when you're race swapping the two male leads
Yeah,
for no
there's
reason.
not.
when there's literally a story behind one of them being a different race.
Yeah, especially with period pieces, don't race swap. Just leave it how it was like written. Basically, I mean,
Unfortunately, you're going to run into racial issues with
yeah,
period pieces.
exactly. But that's like part of the history, and that's what makes it in that time era. But again, this didn't feel like it was trying to genuinely be in that time era. So I don't know. Yeah,
As a result, the movie failed to achieve any sort of organic feeling of poignancy, romance, or eroticism whatsoever. I don't believe so. Moreover, it doesn't have anything to really say about relationship dynamics, which it clearly wants to, and ends up purely as a frustrating exercise in style, one where Fennel uses all her filmmaking flair to desperately try and give us something, and ultimately renders a story she clearly loves feeling rather hollow. D plus, mainly because of the stunning visual look of the picture.
dang. Okay.
This movie made me feel things.
Hey, what rating would you give it? We've never done this before.
I don't know.
Uh,
I mean, I don't want to go too high or too low.
I mean, I'd give it a C plus.
I was going to say a B minus.
Okay, we're around the same area.
My
So,
number one issue with the movie, pretending I know nothing about the book,
mm,
is that Margot Robbie is too old to just start off in this role. At the end, yes, at the end of the time montage, we got there.
yeah,
But when she bursts through the curtain and she's supposed to be like 17 or 18, I can't buy it even for a second.
yeah.
I have to really like let my eyes glaze over and pretend like I'm not supposed to notice that. Like, I don't know. If you're shooting on film, you're exacerbating everybody's pores. She's obviously older. There's nothing wrong with that, but like she's just not selling that age anymore. That's my number one issue
Fair enough.
with the movie as its own separate thing. Yeah, my number
Yeah.
one issue is I don't hate Margot Robbie.
No,
I just think that maybe there was someone else.
I agree. I agree.
So yeah, that's all.
That's the whole comment.
That's all we've got.
It
That's
was a big one. It was
our
a big one
one
though.
and only comment. Yeah, I felt it was worthy to read the whole thing.
That was like a 8 minute comment. So,
Yeah. Well,
yeah, that's a big comment. So.
that's our one and only comment. How measly it was. Thank you for sharing your thoughts,
All
even
right.
though we don't agree with most of them.
All right. You got anything else, or
No, my
no?
heights have been wuthered.
Our heights have been withered. Okay.
Oh wait, I have something. One last thing, because I was trying to think of a smart booty thing to say as we rolled out of here. Um, I like to have a little quip at the end now.
Yeah.
I was going to say that I'm going to die because
Gonna
they,
die in this house.
they made no, not that. They made a point every scene to have Catherine say something about how she was going to die or someone was killing her. Like
Yeah.
constantly. She says it all the time over nothing. Like, oh, I'm gonna die. You're gonna kill me. This will be my death. Like over and over.
Uh,
Because she's just being dramatic. But like, she literally,
but it happens.
she dies. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I just thought that was, I don't know, foreshadowy because then it happens and you're like, oh, you know, no, you keep saying it and it's gonna happen. Just
She
saying.
willed it into
Yeah.
existence. Yes.
So don't be dramatic and say that something is gonna kill you if it's not that serious because you might die.
You will die eventually,
Yeah.
honestly. But
Yeah, but you might die prematurely due to bad choices. Don't make bad choices.
that's the moral of the story, I guess.
Moral of the story.
I think the moral of the story for me is, hey, if you love somebody, don't don't mess around.
Hey, that's what
Like,
Heathcliff said. Didn't he say something? What did he say? He said, that she broke her own heart.
Yes, she did.
If you loved me, he's like, no power on earth would have been able to keep us apart, but you did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
She did it. She did this to them. And she's like, no, I can't be the one who did something wrong.
Terrible. Terrible.
And then we make a complete departure from the book.
Perfect. Well, I'd like to say that I am a man and I survived Wuthering Heights. So, I can get myself a t-shirt. That's my little quip at the end of this thing.
Okay, I'll get you a t-shirt. It's gonna say, I didn't die in this house.
I didn't die in this house. My heights were withered. All right. We'll see you all next time. And I think this will come out before our Mandalorian and Grogu episode, which we just went and saw that movie last night. So stay tuned for that.
Which we will be recording in 7 hours, but you have to wait to hear it. Haha.
All right. See you next time.